to the World Squad. Just some young niggas trying to beat the
I
odds.
just made it through security. So I had to cut my trip a little bit short because I'm selling off my rental properties, and doing so, the notary has to come to the crib so I can sign some paperwork. So what I'm doing is I'm getting rid of my rental properties, and I'm taking that money and putting it in Bitcoin. So I didn't know that the close date was going to be this close. So I'm about to head back home, close, and then I'll eventually get right back out here. I came to the airport a little bit early so I can pick up a new watch. So I'm about to hit this store right here. They have a Cartier tank that I want. And yeah, so here's this pyramid for how I'm investing my money. The bottom of the pyramid is Bitcoin, and then on top of that, we have dividends, which I've set my dividends to now go to cash. So whenever I get paid out dividends, it'll go to cash. I'll wire that to my Kraken account and stack up to buy Bitcoin, right? So Bitcoin is my insurance against the corrupt system, against the inflation, against the Federal Reserve and the U.S. government just printing off so much money. So that's an insurance play, man. It's my insurance against society. So we've been inflating. The value of a dollar has been going down like crazy year over year over year over year over year. So I'm going to store my value in Bitcoin. And the deeper I go down this rabbit hole, the more I'm just... I seen this video. That was like, the people who don't go all in on Bitcoin is because they don't understand. And I'm starting to understand that part. Like, you don't want to hold your money or hold your wealth in anything that's just going to be stolen from you. And when I say stolen, I mean from inflation, right? So so let's get back to the pyramid. So then after real estate, so I'll sell off my rental properties. I'll keep my personal houses, right? So I'll keep the personal cribs, but all the rental properties got to go for Bitcoin. And then I'll have watches and cars. So I know y'all probably wondering, how can a watch be an investment? Hopefully some of y'all understand that already. And then I know y'all like, how can a car be an investment? So check this out. I bought my Lamborghini for $260. It's worth about $330, $340 right now, right? That's an investment. I get to drive it around. And if I ever wanted to, liquidate or get rid of it, I'm going to get more money than I made. How's that possible? Supply and demand. So there's way more demand than there is supply. So to get on a waiting list to buy this car, you can be waiting for a year or two. So some people want to skip the line, right? They don't want to sit and wait. If they want a car, they want it now. Where you're going to have to, pay somebody who already has that product. Like me, you got to pay them a handsome penny. So that's how cars can become investments. Same thing with watches. These legacy watch brands have long lines to wait in, and people want to skip it, so they're not buying the watch at retail. They're buying them at whatever the market's selling them for, but they got to buy them from somebody like me who bought them at retail, right? And I know for all y'all who like rap music and all that stuff, and these people talk about their watches, it's not about the watch you got, it's about the price you got it, right? So, for instance, if I'm bragging that I dropped 150K on this watch, but the person who sold me the watch, let's say he bought it for 40 grand, am I winning? Right? So it's not about what you got, it's about the price you pay for what you got.
It's 5,000 now. You're saying no. Tomorrow's gonna be 6,000. That's my debate. That's my debate.
Oh, I know. All right, cool. So if I think this phone's gonna be $6,000, right? When that bitch fall to 400, I'll buy it. So if I'm investing into Target turns a profit, right? Year over year over year over year, they make more money this year than they made last year. They made more money last year than they did before that, right? Investors see profitable companies and they want to put their money there. That's why they go put their money into these companies, right? They're looking because all these companies have to make their finances public. So you go, oh, Target keeps growing their profit every single year. Smartest people in the world want to go work there, right? When you go graduate from Yale and Harvard, you're gonna go work for these large corporations, and it's your job to help this company grow their profits, right? So if you see something that's growing and growing and growing and growing and growing, and then something in the economy happens that sends the stock market down, you're gonna go send your money to what has been proven to be growing, right? Apple's proven itself, Target's proven itself, Costco's proven itself, right? Or it could be a stock everyone's gonna speculate on. But that's what happens. When the market is down and this phone, nobody wants to buy it for $5,000 anymore, people want to buy it for $4,000, then you'll step in. So back to what I was saying about the risk. So if you buy at $5,000, thinking it's going to $6,000, then, and I'm thinking I'll buy it at $400, then your risk is now the difference between $5,000 and $400, right? If I buy it at $400 and I say, I'll hold this bitch, my risk is $400 down, right? So you got a few times to be wrong before you wipe out. And I got a lot more times to be wrong before I wipe out, even if we start with the same amount of money. You know what I'm saying? So so if there's a good company and they're well managed and they're profitable, the lower they go, the safer it is.
Yeah, for sure.
Right? It's like, nigga, because the closer we get to zero and I can buy this bitch, I'm gonna buy it. So I'll wait till you niggas get scared.
I think my problem with that theory is that it's very generic. But sports betting, I've been breathing this shit for the last damn near 4 years straight. And I'm like, we were early, now everybody's catching on. This shit's gonna be a 300 very, very soon.
But it's like, it's a good ass company, but so is Apple, and they still be getting cooked.
ExxonMobil was a great ass company.
People
are the most profitable company.
But people aren't diving headfirst into Apple.
Hey, OJ, watch this.
We're gonna Apple 2002 right now.
Hey, watch this. Some niggas bet on sports, right?
Yeah.
Everybody buys gas. Oil companies get whacked.
Everybody.
The whole world got.
If there's a war, when OPEC is holding down their oil, or when Tesla's making a comeback fighting against the spending petroleum, that's different. Global warming is fucking up oil.
Alright, so if you're Tesla and you go, well, people aren't gonna need gas anymore because I'm building this car. Okay, what about airplanes? They still need gas.
Yeah,
what about boats? How do you think these couches got over here on a fucking big ass boat?
Yeah, but
right. So the demand is still there.
Cars, if we cut out all the cars, the company's gonna see a little dip. That's normal.
You heard of an electric plane yet?
Man, it's on the way.
You heard of an electric
on the
boat?
way.
You ever seen an electric boat?
It's on the hydrogen power boat. It's on the way.
You know what I'm saying? Like you're like fighting against what's natural.
No, that's cool. But you know, sports betting is about to like 100 people in the room.
But how?
15 of them bet on sports. In a year, 100 people in the room, 85 of them.
Okay, 100 people in the room, 97 of them put gas in their car today or this week.
But like,
and even those companies sell off. Every company will sell off, bro.
But that's gas.
Okay, and then I'll tell you another thing too. I'll tell you another thing that we're
gas
missing.
has maxed out.
Okay, look, we're retail, like we're the retail traders and investors, right? Imagine if I ran a fund. If I ran a fund that her retirement's in, and his retirement's in, and his retirement's in, I have to take profits, right?
You wanna make a bet?
I have to take, wait, listen. I have to take profits to make sure that this fund is profitable. So we can't afford to ride every single dip down. Therefore, we're going to be the sellers. When this hits this price, we're going to sell it. I don't care if it's going to keep going. I need to turn a profit for this quarter because all these people who put their money in my fund are relying on it. And, yes, exactly. Not everyone has the mind of a retail trader. This bitch is going to the moon, and if it dips, I'm going to keep buying. I need to turn a profit every single quarter because I run this large fund. And that's what's going to create the selling price. The retail trader is only 25% of the market. The rest of the market are funds. They're big money. And they have to turn a profit. If you ran this fund and you're managing $3 billion, you're not going to your boss and be like, nah, nigga, we're going to ride the dip.
We're staying in.
Yeah. And then people are going to look like,
where's my check? It's like, fuck you, we're staying in.
And then there's some old lady waiting on her retirement like, oh, why did my money just dip? I was expecting to take this money out this quarter. So large funds, they're going to take their money, they're going to lock in their profits when they have them. They need to turn a profit quarter over quarter or year over year, and they can't afford to be like retail traders and be like, I'll hold this bitch until it go to zero.
So do you think after the earnings report is the best opportunity to jump in?
Whenever
or is that going to send it into a frenzy?
No, whenever they get wet. Right? So they might have 6 earning reports in a row where they're killing shit, right?
And then it might be one where they thought they were going to increase their user base by 15%, but it actually only went to 12%. So everybody's like, oh, this stock lost all this momentum, and then it tanks. Right? Waiting for the price to buy is the hardest game. But if you can do it and just sit and wait for years, and you're like, yeah, I like this company, I'll buy it when I buy it. You know what I'm saying? That's when the market crashed in 2020, everyone's like, oh, I've been waiting on this. There's some niggas sitting on cash for a decade waiting for that one opportunity. Now they're up in everything.
Oh, wait.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, exactly.
Oh, wait, he said, I ain't gonna miss my second one.
No, that's how
Nigga saw in 2020, he said, type shit.
That's how people, so this is what people do. This is what the smartest people in the world do. They're gonna research, stack their cash. They'll deploy that cash when niggas like you who have the utmost confidence in this company lose their confidence.
I got a lot of leverage, I guess.
And then they're gonna be like, all right, now that he's scared to buy this, to hold this shit, and he's panicking, I'm gonna go buy that bitch for $40, right? It went from $120 to $45, right? The people who had the most confidence should have been buying at $45. If you weren't, you obviously didn't have that much
I
confidence.
wish I knew about that shit at 45.
You see what I mean, bro? Like,
I wish I knew.
so, all right, look, here's the chart. You tell me, look, all right, so this is the COVID dip. Everything dipped during COVID. This is after COVID. This is April of 2021, right? It's at an all-time high, 120. Let's imagine we're in April, and we don't know what's going to happen right here. You would be telling me the same exact shit you're telling me right now. We're not going to dip that far. Nigga, sports betting is about to become legalized. Every state's going to be able to do it. That's why we're at an all-time high. And I'd be sitting here and say, hey, this might be a dope-ass company, but wait for the right price. And you go, bro, this is going to keep going forever. And then we fast forward a few months, and look what happens.
What did it get to 65?
$45.
But
From
off
120.
a trampoline, though.
Back
in on it.
Look, the
What
psychology.
type of strength?
The
What type of strength
the
is that?
psychology of the market is the psychology of the market, bro.
No, it's straight, but he's
Everything
just saying
will pull
to-
back.
I know.
He's just
Everything
saying to
will pull
wait
back.
for it to come
That's,
back.
I get that. And when it goes, I'm going in with you.
Okay, so however much money you put in, I'm gonna match it when it gets cooked.
Or even,
I'm only willing to bet when it gets cooked. I mean, to invest when it gets cooked.
or even look at the RSI. That bitch is.
Like it'll tell you, like, hey, bro, this shit is oversold. So when big money managers,
Overbought or oversold?
No,
Look,
it's overbought.
you can tell who the biggest holders are. I'm gonna send you a website. I'm gonna go find out who the biggest holders of this company is,
See how
right?
they move? If it's hedge funds, get out.
If it's a hedge fund, they're gonna take their profits, bro. Any investment funds are gonna be like, hey, we're taking profits. We're at all-time high.
It might be fucking Michael Rubin or somebody. Rubin is buying, what sports book did he just do? Founder or some shit? He's doing a sports book too.
And then look, another thing too is there's a difference between him, the individual person buying it, and the fund that he owns buying it. If it's him, he can manage his own money. If it's a fund, I can't lose these people's
They're gonna
money.
pay out.
Yeah, I gotta take profit. If I'm trading all y'all money and I just believe this company's the greatest in the world, we're at all-time high, I owe you guys a favor to turn a profit. Not a favor, that's my responsibility to turn a profit. So although I think this shit is dope as fuck and this company is going to the moon, I need to sell it so y'all have a profit. And then when it gets cooked, I'll go back in.
The camera rolling, right, D?
Yeah.
Oh, this is gonna be a funny clip in 2 years. Whichever way it goes.
They're gonna be like, damn, this nigga Chris really bought that bitch at $50.
They're gonna be like, damn, this is like 300. Chris is a fool. Oh, God.
Hey, there's never been a company in the history of the world that's went straight up.
No, I feel it.
So I don't get too hyped about things. You know, sometimes
No, I'm gonna go back in with you if it gets clapped.
sometimes I do research and I'm like, yo, this is
I'ma double
change
down.
the world. But it's not the right price. So
I'm gonna double down the hedge. So if I put 50 in right now, if it drops in half, I'm putting another 50.
Alright. So this is sitting at 102 right now, right? And you're buying in. And what I'm doing is buying shit like Bros that's getting clapped right now.
Bro, is getting clapped.
I'm buying, it's the exact inverse, bro. You're buying shit at the top saying it's gonna go high, and I'm buying shit at the bottom saying it'll just recover. You don't even need to recover all the way. It recovers 30%.
Look at DraftKings though. I think DraftKings is like the
That
second chance.
So that would be a better opportunity for your money.
No, I have both. I think this one is more important because it's a holding company. It has several different options. So I'm getting my diverse portfolio.
So the nigga that bought there and sold there less than $10 and it went up to 20, they just doubled their money in that short period of time, right? You don't need it to recover all the way back up.
Right.
You don't need it to go from 10 to 60. If it goes from 10 to 20, you doubled your money.
That's overbought though.
Now it's getting a little hot.
It's picking up steam. You know why? Because DraftKings is on the back of these guys.
It'll pull back eventually. Everything in the market will pull back eventually. That's why your biggest attribute as an investor is patience.
For sure.
It's patience. I'm telling you, bro, that's why people will sit around with $250 billion of cash and be like, I'll wait for the market to dip.
Call me Rico Reckless.
This nigga right here.
I'm throwing balls in the paint. Man, it is what it is, bro. If I lose, I lose. If I lose 10%, 20%.
What was your starting position?
How much I put?
Yeah.
50.
Like,
So whatever happens, happens.
I'm
If
gonna
it drops, I'm gonna put another 50.
I'll put the same 50, but I'll just wait until.
I think
I'll
you
put
might not get to jump in with me, brother.
I'll always have a chance, bro.
The bus might not come spin the block and get you.
I'll always have a chance, bro.
Alright, look, when you get that chance, shit, I'm gonna double down.
I think that's how everybody was with them altcoins.
Nah, fuck altcoin. Fuck the
When
altcoin.
niggas was like Solana to
I don't have time. Nope.
Same thing, bro.
I'm gonna do DraftKings and I'm gonna double down if this shit drops, which I don't see it dropping more than 20-30%.
So what's the lowest price you think it's gonna go to?
I think it might tap 80.
Like through this, cause
Through the fire and the flames,
I
that bitch
think
is tapping 80.
the market's gonna
Shoot it.
take another leg. So what do you think it's gonna go to? Like the lowest,
80,
like
bro.
80
80 is the floor, bro.
how many percent is that from here?
20.
Like 22%.
But it went from 120 to 40.
Well, we gotta figure out why. We gotta figure out
This
what.
man say
Why is not as important as it's possible.
No, I get that it's possible. Anything's possible. The bitch could be 1,000 tomorrow morning. I get that. But what external factor made it drop from 120 all the way down to 45? Was
The
it IPO? Was it bad news?
No matter what it is, it boils down to more niggas were selling or more selling pressure than buying pressure. And that will happen again. You can guarantee it. I can
can't wait.
guarantee more selling pressure than buying pressure will happen again. Whether it's next year, next month, eventually it will happen.
So do you think I should jump ship and wait? Or do you think I should double down when it drops?
Jump ship and wait. If you buy it, because look, let me tell you something. You buy it, you spend $50,000 at $100. Then it goes to $50, right? You put another 50 in, right? You're still down significantly.
Okay, yeah. I'm down 50. Oh no, I'm down 25.
Versus putting $100,000 in at 50 and then going to fuck off for the rest of your life.
No. But if I put 50 in right now and it goes down to $50, I lost what, 25 bands, right?
Yeah.
I put another 50 in, it goes back to 100. I double my 50, I'm up 25. That's a hedge.
Or you can put 150.
But if it doesn't go to 50, what are we gonna do?
Or you can put 150.
If the bus leaves both of us, then I'll kill Chris. If I get off the bus and it leaves both of us, I'm gonna kill him.
So this is the greatest investment in the history of the world.
No, by no means is it. But I think it still has a lot of upward potential with the adoption of sports betting.
No, like it's a
All right. Now what happens when the economy gets to a point where the average everyday person
Can't bet on sports.
doesn't have extra money to bet on sports? There goes your risk right there. We're already tapped out in credit cards.
That motherfucker still find a way. They find a way. Look at me, my DM Vic. Throw me $50. I'm on my last leg. I'm trying to hit an 8-leg. Bro, oh God, they gonna find a way.
That's the risk that you have. Is that
that's cool.
you're relying. Companies like this, and
That's a
company
big one.
like Build-A-Bear and shit like, they're relying on the average person to have extra money to
To do bullshit.
Yeah. And when those people don't have extra money to spend, guess what they still have to do? Put gas in their car.
Pay rent.
Pay rent. Buy groceries. Shit like that. So,
Damn.
everything pulls back,
I
bro.
don't know about jumping ship, but you might
I
have a
think I
point
said I
on
don't know
that.
about jumping shit.
I can't jump ship, bro. I'm a sports bettor. Like,
Hey, I'm going to repost this video when that bitch get cooked. And then I'm gonna be like, hey, shout out to Vic, that's why I bought this.
hey, send me the file too, because if we go to 200, I'm reposting it.
So you think it's gonna go to 200 then come back to 100?
I never said it was gonna come back.
Oh, it just
No, it's going to 1,000 tomorrow.
Chill out. Chill out.
It's
Chill
got
out.
this hoe going to
Chill
1,000.
out. I'm saying it'll get to 150 before it touches 50.
I'm saying that what I
Is that not
do,
cool?
that could happen, but he's just saying he's gonna wait till it goes to 50.
It'll touch 150 before it touches 50.
hey,
That's
look,
me.
look, this is what I'm saying. The
So
shit
when
that
it
I do
gets
as a
to 150,
contrarian, would it be?
pull out when it reaches 150?
No, at that time I have wiggle room. If it goes to 120, I'm still up, what, 15, 20 racks. At that point, I'm just like, whatever. If it gets back to 100, I'm like, okay, now I'm sweating, but I'm still
What
lost
if it goes
nothing.
to 65?
Like 65? If it goes 65, I'll buy that shit.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you something. What you have to learn and what you have to do is, what you do like for a profession is gambling, right? You're a gambler, right? Investing, you have to take a different approach.
Right.
You can't bring a gambler's mentality into investing.
But I'm investing in gambling, so what do?
Think like an investor type shit, right? And investors need the best price possible. You got what I'm saying? You need the best price possible because it's not about making money, bro. It's about losing money. And it's about not losing money. Right? So if I tell you you can make $10 million tomorrow, but the caveat is that you can lose all your money as well. Are you gonna take the bet? Fuck no. Right? Life isn't about making money, bro. It's about not losing money. You not lose your way to the top. You got what I'm saying? You not lose your way to the top.
This nigga said it just wasn't. But the price will keep popping, but he's just saying it's eventually gonna come back down.
I know, and when it does, I'll be there lined up second in line behind Chris to write my check.
I'm not bad.
To write my check.
If something's at an all-time high, there's nothing in the world that can make me buy it. If something's at a hot
It's not
ass
an all-time
RSI or it's overbought like that, there's nothing in the world that makes me buy it.
It's overbought, but
I'm a contrarian. I'm gonna wait till niggas is scared.
alright, let me put my little profits.
This nigga said let me pull out.
You know what? I'm gonna put my 50 because I'm up a couple bands. I'm gonna put my 50.
I'm gonna tell you what you could
Let the
do.
4 or 5 stay there.
I'm gonna tell you what you could do if you're really that confident. You could sell covered calls against your position. So if you have 100 plus stocks, you could sell a call for somebody at 110, right? If somebody says, I think this bitch is going to the moon, you say, all right, cool, I'll sell you the contract. Let's say you make $500 off the contract.
the bad news.
What?
There's no contract.
Oh, you can't buy options with it.
Nope, I would have been did that. I'd have put 10 racks in a future call
My
on
boy is
contract.
a degenerate gambler.
Bro, I would have put 10 bands on a 2025 call and fell asleep. But now I'm 50 ball in, just waiting for a 2% gain every day.
I'll put my 50 in when nobody in the earth wants it. When nobody in the whole fucking planet wants it, everyone's fucking scared. I knew sports betting was fucking blah, blah, blah. Oh yeah, the federal government wants to block blah, 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 blah. Oh my God, this company's never gonna recover. Oh, somebody just dropped $250,000 on it. Who was it?
Yeah.
Chris Johnson. I'm gonna wait till everybody's scared. Just like I do with every fucking thing. Wait till everybody's scared.
I think it's because I don't mind losing it. There's like if it goes lower, then I'll just get more.
Yeah. That's the mentality of a gambler.
I know. But that's got me pretty far.
Yeah, in the gambling field.
Oh, brother.
Yeah, it's got you very far in the gambling field. It's kind of like saying that because you're a good basketball shooter, that you can go pick up a sniper rifle and shoot. And you're like, nigga, they just don't translate. Some shit just don't translate. You have to learn the principles of what makes. The same way if somebody came and tell you, hey, all right, if some nigga who used to play in the NBA came and tell you like, hey, big, actually I'm about to start gambling because I used to play basketball, so I know about basketball.
I would cook him.
So I'm gonna bet on basketball. And what are you gonna say?
I would cook.
The skills that make you a good basketball player are not the same skills that will make you a good gambler on basketball, right? The skills that made you a good gambler will not make you a good investor. It's polar opposites.
D, say the clip, bro. Say the clip.
Say the clip.
Save it,
I got you.
Hey, this is coming for the nigga that I sent him a text when ETH was at $800-900. Now it's at $1,800, and I'm like, hey, this is worth $50,000 at your time.
Hey,
That was
man.
you?
But look, I sent you a text and I said this is worth $50,000 of your time. But
We don't know yet.
And I'm gonna do
In
it.
hindsight, it sounds sweet. The ETH play sounds sweet. But 6, 8, how long? That was like a year ago.
But
I was in
look,
Hawaii.
that was November. But look, the difference is I sent you something when it was getting
That was
whacked.
not November. I was in Hawaii. That was like June.
Okay, I sent you something when it was getting whacked. When the whole world was scared, and oh, crypto's at the end. And I text you, I said, yo, this is worth $50,000 of your money. Right? At $800. Now it's at $1,800. It went to $2,200 in less than 6 months, 8 months, whatever, however long it took. Right? The reason why I sent you that text is because it was at a low. You buy shit when nobody wants it. That's the mentality of an investor.
Nigga, that RSI is hot as fuck.
Hot, boy. That shit about to-
That That bitch is
There's
hot.
always gonna be somebody willing to sell that stock.
My thing is, if I knew about this shit earlier, I would have been like, hey, this is the shit. Not even knowing where it's at right now, I'd have been like,
That's what I be telling people too when they be like, no, I know this is the best company ever. Okay, how come you didn't buy it at $40?
if I knew, trust me. My gambling ass, I would have been in
Or
there.
just look at what it does every time the RSI gets hot, that fucking hot.
Yeah.
That
That
bitch
bitch might be
dumping.
taking a little
Be
hiccup.
dumping.
Yeah, I'm a contrarian, bro. I'm gonna go to my grave like that.
Or wait, what are you up
Against the
like?
grain.
10% or 5?
I'm up like 4%.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'll
But
just
on
take
a,
that and wait.
but on a big ass punch though, so 4% not really nothing nice.
Yeah, go ahead and just lock that in, my boy, and just kick back and wait. Put that 50, don't spend it on nothing. Just wait.
Bro,
until
in
the
3
same stock
months,
falls.
if this holds at 150, I'm gonna strangle him.
Nah, but that RSI got pulled back a little bit, nigga.
It's kind of like this, bro. Imagine like
Let's bet. Watches for watches.
we're making our bet with our money already. That's what I'm saying.
But now it's about right or wrong. Not money.
No. It's not about right or wrong. It's about making money or don't make money. It's not about right or wrong.
I'm trying to take
If I'm wrong, but I make money, cool.
Yeah.
If I'm right and I lose money, then I'm obviously not right.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So we can't bet because my bet is in the market already.
But if you don't get in the market, and you never get in the market,
Because this thing is magically gonna run forever.
no, it's just not gonna get to the point where you want to get in.
It will.
What if it goes from 100 to 150, then drops down to 120? Is that your dip, or are you gonna be like, damn, this 20%?
If all the indicators say that's the dip, that's a good point. If all the indicators say that's a dip, then that's when I'll buy it. So for instance, if it's at 100 right now, right? Let's say it only pulls back to 90. Then it goes all the way to 250. And then it dips to 150 and all the indicators say this is the
This is
dip.
the bottom.
I'll be buying at 150.
So you're only gonna buy post dip.
When everyone's scared. That's it, that's all.
All right, bro.
And that's how I sleep peacefully at night.
Just because that bitch is closer to 0.
Exactly.
Wait, DraftKings getting cooked?
Look,
Nah,
everybody in the
I get
world thinks when things are hot, they're safe.
Yeah.
That's the fallacy in all the logic. People think because it's hot, it's safe. No, nigga, because it's hot, it's risky.
Yeah.
Because people are gonna pull back.
Yeah.
The hotter something goes, the more riskier it is.
That's so hot.
Right? When you think
This nigga said stove hot.
You're
Like,
making-
you touch a hot stove. Yeah, but it's cold.
it's same thing like when we bought our cars. We bought it at the hottest point. So now that those cars are down,
No,
who took the most risk? We did. Right?
Now we had fun in them hoes.
And I'm still having fun in my house.
See?
Bull pop money came out.
Hey,
Huh?
shit.
When that bull pop money came out, brother. Everything's not all one dimensional. Yeah, we took an L.
Sell that bitch in the morning.
We took an L.
What you about to eat, bro?
Sell that bitch and wait for it to collapse.
Glizzy.
I was looking at this on the phone today.
Fuck the G-Wagon, bitch, buy a Bitcoin.
Baby, welcome to the Well Squad. Baby, welcome to the Well Squad. Just some young niggas tryna beat the odds. Baby, welcome to the, yeah.